Jesus freak here. Thought I'd show some of the more unusual things in my pantry. Some of these are kind of hard to come by. One of the places I tend to shop at, and I can't go there very often because it's so out of the way, is a Korean grocery store called Woori. They're just slightly off the beaten path from the way that Pastor Brett and I go to Bender's. Anyway, most of this stuff just comes from regular grocery stores, though. This is a type of rice noodle, and sometimes I use it like fettuccine, but it's meant to be used in soups and stuff. You could use it and make like Vietnamese chicken noodle soup with it. This is a Japanese type of noodle. It's kind of strange because it's really thick. And you gotta be really careful to time how you cook it, because if you overcook it, it turns to mush. But if you undercook it, it's raw. You can make a soup with it. In fact, a lot of the time you can get it with a packet of seasoning. And this is actually a few of the seasoning packets. It says udon soup. I believe Kogashimaru is the brand name. Higashimaru, my bad. Which I guess makes sense. Higashimaru. The logo here is literally Higashi, that symbol there that means east. Maru, circle. As an example, you know the brand name of ramen, Maruchan. Its logo is a round face. Maru means circle, and chan is used for nicknames. This is a roux mix for Japanese curry. The extra hot version is hard as hell to find. I have to get it at the Korean store. If I find it at all locally, it's usually the medium kind. I'll find that sometimes at Walmart or Wegmans, but it's very rare. I've never tried these. The fried rice mix. You gotta add rice and egg. This one is shrimp flavored, and this is combination flavor. I only get a couple of these packets left, a couple bags of this, because it's hard to find. It's one of my favorite kinds of tea. And I think it says a lot about me, because my family is big on constant comment. And I'm big on green tea, because I'm a weeb and I'm into Japanese stuff. So this is both. Japanese style sesame oil is an actual Japanese brand. Sometimes I can find this at Wegmans, but it costs more than it does at the Korean store. It's a very dark oil and has a very prominent the sesame seed aroma to it. I sometimes mix it into... It adds some flavor to chicken noodle soup, for example. This is... I use this hot sauce sometimes in my cooking. Like, I'll put a couple drops in a pot of spaghetti. I'll put it in the red sauce. That's all you can use because it's hotter than hell. It says not for people with heart problems. I still use it. I've been using it for years. And I happen to still have out the stuff I use sometimes to dip my tortilla chips in. Or Triscuits, if that's what I got. That stuff is so hot that even I can only gingerly dip my tortilla chips in it. Where with other salsa, I have to really go in and dip a lot, and dip hard into it. But with this, I have to dip it really carefully because it's very hot. And when I say something's hot, I've had habanero salsas. You know, the first time I had habanero salsa, I was shooting smoke out of my ears. It was about 20 years ago. Nowadays, that stuff don't even faze me. This stuff still does. That's how much hotter ghost peppers are than habaneros. Anyway, I thought I'd do that random video because I just went shopping a few hours ago. And some of this comes from the groceries I just bought today. Jesus freak out.